This pump, yeah. Apparently Disney no longer likes Naruto, and so Naruto Shippuden is now on Toonami, going to be starting in January. Yes, that's right. Naruto Shippuden is finally where it belongs on Toonami. Yes, it had no business being on Disney XD, and honestly, really did belong on freaking Toonami or an Adult Swim in general the whole entire time. Just Disney wanted to try its hand. Disney's really bad at trying anime from what I've seen, you know? They really don't seem to know what to do with anime, or they don't really give anime the proper introductions and whatnot that it really does deserve. But it's finally where it belongs on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim's Toonami. And if you're in Illinois, it starts at 11 o'clock and ends at 5, so it's about 6 hours. And Space Dandy will actually extend this, I think, in January. I believe it's on their Tumblr page. It starts at, let's see, Space Dandy. I don't remember the date. Where's the date? It's down here somewhere. It's all the way down here. Crap. I can't see it. I don't see it, but I do know it's in January. And the Naruto Shippuden will be the same day as Space Dandy. So we get two things. Furthermore, Toonami has said that they're going to have more stuff down the road. Now this is big news. It really is. And for a while, Toonami's kind of had the big three for the last month or 2 or 3 months. But now they really do have the big three. Naruto Shippuden, Bleach, and One Piece. Now some people say, well, that's not really the big three anymore. You do have a point. It's not really the big three anymore, to be honest. I mean, it's arguable who the big three really is now, but pretty much when they say the big three, nowadays they really do mean those three. It's more like, those three were the big three in the, in the 1000 areas, like the turn of the century. One Piece kind of started off, followed by Bleach and Naruto around the same time. Bleach has always been on Toonami, so I really do think, well, and Bleach is almost over. It's going to be over by, spoiler alert, by 2015. So, I really do love the idea that Naruto Shippuden is going to go. However, unfortunately, this also, since Naruto Shippuden is coming to Toonami, it also means that Naruto will be leaving Toonami. And I've seen some of the posts they made, and apparently they completely totally thought that they would not get Naruto Shipuden for a while. At least this is what my observation anyway is. I do love the fact that, like I said, Naruto Shipuden is coming. I just really am looking forward to it. And Naruto Shipuden, however, will be on Toonami for a while. Which makes me wonder, because it's been out like 4 or 5 years in Japan, so it makes me wonder what Toonami is going to do with this. Preferably, I think they shouldn't start right after episode 1. I don't think they should start. I think they should start halfway through when things start getting good. I think they should start right where Sasuke starts the Sasuke Danzo fight. I think that'd be a good start. Where the 5 Sannin, not Sannin, but the 5 Kage meet at the Kage Summit. That's where I think they should start. That would be an excellent start. My personal opinion, though, or there's many good starts, but I think that would be the best start. If not, they should do 2 episodes. You know, because if we're gonna do it like this, we're gonna do 1 episode at a time. Toonami's gonna be running Naruto for a while. I mean, I do love how they started One Piece where they did. It was an excellent way to start it. That way they're not too far behind the actual releasing of the new dub that's coming out online. They're not too far behind. They're like, what, 10 episodes, 7 or 5 episodes behind, and they're catching up pretty quickly. Which is really good, and I think they're going to start where new episodes of One Piece will be exclusive to Toonami until they're on DVD. That's what I think they're going to do. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I'm very interested to see how things go from there. Bleach is going to be ending soon around probably late 2014, early 2015. I can guarantee you by the time it gets 2016, Bleach will no longer be running anymore. I can guarantee you that. They're probably, I don't know what they're going to replace Bleach with. Preferably one of the new animes that's coming out. Anime is getting really good as of late, so I wonder what Toonami. I don't really think Toonami's thinking too much long term, but they really should. They really should start thinking about that. They really do. And some of the animes that they do need, that I think they should put on is Attack on Titan. I haven't never watched it, but I've been hearing great things about it, and I don't want to watch it yet, just so I can almost guarantee you that Toonami will probably put that on. Like, so many people have just been begging for it on their knees, going, "Toonami, please put Attack on Titan on there." Because when people begged for Sword Art Online, they got it eventually, and Sword Art Online has just been keeping extremely huge. I've been massive, huge audience for it, and it's actually been helping the anime community as a whole, and whatnot. So, I really do. Bravo. However, now the original, like I said, now the original Naruto will be ending on November 30th, and that's around the time where the tuning exams, I believe, will start wrapping up. So yeah, there's like three or four more episodes of Naruto, and I don't really think that actually covers the tuning exams tournament finals, which is kind of sad, you know. But this ending in November 30th, so they can start doing a bunch of movies in December. So I think there'll probably be movie week every week in December, just so they can increase their audience, because a lot of people are busy during the month of December. So another thing I do think is kind of cool. So they're getting Space Dandy. I don't know what that really is. So they're getting Space Dandy, and they're getting Naruto Shipuden. What else are they getting? They've already kind of hinted at the fact that earlier, but I do think they're gonna get something else. They said there's more news coming down the pike, but for now, enjoy your regular Naruto episodes and prepare to be caught up, because Shippuden is coming. We're excited, hope you are too. Stay gold. And the way they say it, I don't know if it's just me reading into things too much, but I do think that there might be some more animes coming. Like I said, a really good thing that everyone's been hoping to come is Attack on Titan. Fairy Tail's another huge one there have been requests for. A few older animes as well. Dragon Ball Z has been huge requests as well. I don't think Toonami should run it. You know, Nickelodeon has it. I mean, I don't think it's going to give it up. I would actually like to see Avatar on Toonami, but that's never going to happen. I actually honestly thought that Naruto in general would never get on. Naruto Shipuden in general would never get on Toonami, but either Disney doesn't really want it anymore, or they're starting so down the line that Disney doesn't really care. I don't know exactly sure if it's still running on Disney XD, but if they're not, I think they're going to start like halfway through. That's just me guesstimating. I hope they do start like halfway down the road, because it's too late. It's way too late to start the beginning episode. They should have started in 2009 at episode 1. That would have been better. But now they're way too far down the road. It's just way too far down the road to like start it. There's like 300 episodes, 300 or 400 episodes of Naruto Shipuden. I think they should start around 250. Not exactly sure, but whatever. Like I said, I don't think they should get Dragon Ball Z. Maybe if they do get Dragon Ball Z, I do think they should be a late runner. I think what they should do is like have like the big three of the zeros and the big three in the 90s at opposite start time, at opposite ends. At the time, they should have to start with the big three from the zeros, and they should start with the big three from the 90s. The big three of the 90s is pretty much argumentable, but for the most part, it's Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball. So okay, Dragon Ball was mostly in the 80s, but it was so strong it went to the 90s. It was Cowboy Bebop. Well, Cowboy Bebop was only 24 episodes, you know. Even if you lived it run, it wouldn't even last a year. So, to me, a big three contender would probably have to be 75 or 85 episodes to make it into a big three. You know, at least 100 episodes and tons of replayability. You know, Cowboy Bebop does have tons of replayability, but you can only play it for 2 or 3 years before anyone gets sick of it, or just kind of goes to the back end. So I just think they should get Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball at the last 3 shows of the night. Just call it quits for there. You know, I wouldn't be bad. And when there's a new big 3 coming around in this decade, they should put the current big 3 near the middle. I think that Bleach will always be on Toonami for the rest of existence, but probably Bleach will just have less and less priority as time goes on. Bleach has always been the start of the lineup, but I think because everyone knows that Bleach is going to end soon, that, you know, Toonami's like, you did a good job for like being our front runner for like 5 or 6 years. I think you need to take a seat down, you know? So, what Toonami really is going to do from here, I'm not exactly sure, you know? I really don't know. I just know that for the most part they're going to stick with anime. I hope they do. Like last week where they had an hour of like stuff that looks like from the creators of Full Alchemist, whatever that rock show that's on Adult Swim, and then what is it called? The Kick Heart thing and the Barbarian. Those things they look like from the creator of Super Jail. I have nothing against Super Jail, the fact that I don't like it personally. I think it is kind of a good show. That's not my kind of humor. It really is not. And I'm pretty sure most of the Toonami audience doesn't really have the same same interest in comedy. I'm pretty sure half their audience was like, what the fuck is this? Alright, good night. You know? Or they just kind of watch something else while their DVR is recording, and, you know. I mean, then again, that's where pretty much stuff stops getting interesting anyway. And they did that right after there was the Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Soul Eater, Sword Art Online, and Fooly Cooly. That's their first half of the Toonami show, and that's what people mostly come to watch. The rest, no one really gives a fuck about. No one really gives 2 shits about the rest, and that's what I think happened. And pretty much people were pretty much gonna stop watching it anyway after that point. So Tim was like, "All right, we'll just encourage you further to stop watching Toonami." That was a dumb move, Toonami. You know, I don't mind Star Wars too much being on there, because I know a lot of people do like Star Wars being on there a little bit. A lot of people like Symbiotic Titan and Thundercats, and their artwork were similar to anime enough where like, meh, yeah, it works, I guess. Those are the good shows on Cartoon Network when they had like that cool Friday night thing they were going for that little kids didn't like. So yeah, here's what I think. In conclusion, what I think Toonami should do here is try to get Attack on Titan and Fairy Tail. I mean, I think they are obviously going to get Attack on Titan. It's a no-brainer for them. If they don't get it, it's because of the fact that they simply can't get it. And I'm surprised they got Naruto Shipuden. If they don't get Fairy Tail, either they can't get it or they just don't want to get it. I feel like it's one of the most requested things on Toonami, but either they can't get it or there's just not enough demand for it, they feel. Toonami at this point is mostly run by the people, which I love. And if you request more anime, I think you'll eventually get more anime from them that you want. You know, a lot of people think, oh, why is Soul Eater doing on here? Fuck you. Soul Eater's amazing. A lot of people think that. Full Metal Alchemist, I really don't think should be on there anymore. It's been on there, what, 3 or 4 years? The Brotherhood and the whole entire thing. Yeah, I love Brotherhood, and it was good in 2011. Just kind of, does it really need to be on here at this point? No, it doesn't need to be on here anymore. It really doesn't. You know? I mean, sure, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was amazing, but I just think they should stop replaying it. You know, because it's been like 3 or 4 run-throughs by this point. At this point. So yeah, just please, I think they should get rid of Full Metal Alchemist, just because it's been played way too many times. At this point, Brotherhood. The other shows, Star Wars, I'd rather not have Star Wars there, but because I'm nitpicky and like, oh, anime only and whatnot. But I do think that Star Wars isn't really hurting anybody, and it's right after the halftime point. At the halftime point, pretty much people lose viewership anyway, because no one wants to stay till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning. So their viewership pretty much loses out anyway at that point. So why are they gonna have like big blockbuster hits like 1 through 6? Because then some of the good stuff they want to show people will not be watched then. So if they had Sword Art Online like 4 or 5 o'clock, people would try to stay up for it. Like, I really want to stay up for it, but it's just too late for me to do, you know? Ugh, so frustrating. And that's what Toonami kind of has to work with. They're looking with the late time schedule. They are starting somewhere between 11 and 1, depending where you are in the United States of America. They're starting somewhere between that line, and they have to work with that. They really do. So what else? Oh, God, I keep getting. So I think actually one of these that the Space Dandy will start like a half an hour before Bleach does. Meaning giving them a total of an hour and a half. That's 6.5 hours. It's an odd number, but I think they're trying to get another anime to make it 7 hours in total, which would be fucking awesome if they could do that. If they can do that, I just would flip. 3 new shows in one night. Like, it would be amazing if they could get like something along the lines of Attack on Titan or Fairy Tail. If they can get either of those, Toonami, if you could get either of those, I would never question your decisions ever again. Even if you put like Kick Hard or give Kick Hard a whole entire series. Just, please don't do it, but if you get Attack on Titan or Fairy Tail, better yet, both. If you can get both, I can't say shit about you anymore. I really can't. Because honestly, at this point, Toonami is probably just conducting what the big 3 is. I mean, they pretty much did that with with the big 3 that's now. They pretty much made Naruto. No, Cartoon Network in general made Naruto, and the same thing with Bleach and One Piece. They did that. They made it the shit. That was the first time I've seen One Piece not in the 4Kids Bastardized version. I loved it, you know? Toonami has good taste in anime, and I believe they do, especially the first part of the show, and they really need to keep going on with that. So, I feel like that once Fooly Cooly gets 1 or 2 runs, they might replace it with, yeah, they're gonna get Fooly Cooly 2 runs, and once they get Fooly Cooly 2 runs, they're gonna probably put on Attack on Titan or Fairy Tail. I could be wrong, but I usually think it's been one of those two or another anime people have been requesting for a while, like High School of the Dead is too much boobage going on there. But I do feel like they're gonna have a new show after Fooly Cooly and after winter break and after December and everything's over. In January they're gonna have a bunch of new anime. I know they're gonna have at least 2, but you're probably gonna have the 3rd one. I can almost guarantee you there'll be a 3rd anime that's not part of the roster now. I can almost guarantee you that. Maybe a 4th one as well. So I'm really looking forward to January. I want January to be here now, but it's only November, so. God damn, I'm just rambling with too much. I am a Toonami fanboy. I'm an anime fanboy in general. I love gamers. Actually, I'm an anime fanboy so much that my background for my computer is actually SOA. Oh, by the way, SOA is one of the best anime ever. And if they continue it past the seasons they have right now, then it'll probably be part of the big 3 along with Fairy Tail that might be in the big 3 as well as Attack on Titan. So, I'm in call for dinner. I have to eat. So, thank you everybody. Have a nice day. Please like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Share this video with anyone you want to. I don't care. Please leave your opinions on the things below, whatnot, blah 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 blah, and I see you in the next live.